This is the big idea where we bring on a big time guest to manage an epic matchup on Out of the Park Baseball 22. Play with the pros, play the ultimate baseball strategy game. I'm Scott Braun. You can also get Out of the Park Go for free on iOS and Android. Everything from OOTP on the computer, now on your mobile device. 3 historic MLB seasons with a free download that gives you the full OOTP experience. Then you can also buy any individual MLB season from 1901 to 2021. And we are thinking big today with my friend, my work sibling, the great Alanna Rizzo. Sis, we get to play video games. How are you?
Oh, good. It's come full circle. We used to share an office together at MLB Network, and now we're here doing this. I'm excited. Now, I have to say, I've never managed before, obviously, but I didn't play video games growing up like you did, baby brother. So we're going to see how this actually goes down.
This is my dream, though. This is how I grew up playing video games, broadcasting over them, and then eventually we meet up at MLB Network sharing an office together, and then I'm just continuing to play out the dream. And I know I would tell you about this stuff pretty often, so now you get to hop into my world for a moment and see what my childhood was like, where I created dream scenarios and talked about them all day long.
Yeah, I feel like I'm jumping into your childhood. I feel like we're living your childhood all over again, which is fine. I'm happy to do it. It obviously worked because you're in a really good spot. We've known each other now since 2012. So it's been quite the journey, and like I said, it's come full circle. Although I have been
Yes.
Scully over my shoulder, who I got to work with. So I'd say that something is working for the both of us. I'm going the wrong way. There we go.
There's Vinny. Yes. You left me briefly for a nice little LA escape and finished it off with a World Series championship 2020, and then come back now to hang with me at MLB Network and work together again. But that is actually where we're leading into. So even though this is my childhood dream, this whole show, the big idea is about that, we are depicting, I guess, one of your broadcasting dreams where we take your Rockies experience and then the Dodger resume too, take the best of those both worlds and combine them into one game to decide which team was the most talented of all of the Alanna Rizzo covered squads of all time.
Yeah, that's exactly how and why I chose the two teams that I did. So I chose the 2007 Colorado Rockies and I chose the 2020 Los Angeles Dodgers because it's basically the bookends of my career as a team beat reporter for sports television. So I started my career full-time as a reporter in baseball with the '07 Rockies in the middle of that unbelievable run in which they won 22 out of 22 games to make the postseason. And then I ended my career as a team reporter with the Los Angeles Dodgers with the World Series championship in 2020. So there's a lot of stuff that's happened in between '07 and 20. But I was fortunate enough to work for two really good organizations and in the middle of that, MLB Network. So that's why I chose those two squads, because it's the beginning and the end of my journey as a team reporter.
That's awesome. So this will be the great what if, and we'll finally see how those two teams stacked up against each other. And they were different. I mean, the Dodgers were definitely like a powerhouse, heavily favored. The Rockies didn't even win the division. They just went on a ridiculous run at the end of the season there and made it all the way to the World Series, where they were swept by a really good Red Sox team that year.
And by the way, Matt Holliday did touch the plate in game 163 against the San Diego Padres. So I don't want to hear it. He did touch the plate. Matt Holliday did.
You heard it here, not first, last, okay? It's decided. Don't even have to look it up anymore. So here we're going to live out one of these dream scenarios where we'll match up these two teams. So how we do it on The Big Idea is we begin with the lineups and the pitching. So let's set things up, and we're going to set up both sides, the optimal, and you knew these teams, so the optimal number one pitcher, and it's not going to be easy, I'm sure, especially on the LA side, and then also the lineup. So we'll have a look at just what the computer default is for now, and we can make some tweaks when I get into both sides. But just to clarify things for everyone too, when we play this out, it's going to be Alanna against the computer, the AI. So which team will you be managing in this one?
Okay, so we all know how stacked the Los Angeles Dodgers organization is, how they can continue to put a force on the field without having to deplete their farm system. I was born and raised in Colorado. I know that Denver is a Broncos town. I'm going to try to change the fate and give the city what it wants. I'm going to manage the Rockies only because I would like to see that city have a championship, and we know that the Dodgers are unbelievable. I have great amount of respect for both organizations, but just for the sake of this game and for posterity, I'm going to manage. I'm going to manage the Rock Show this time.
The Rockies need you. They need you more. I think that's fair to say.
The Rockies need more than just me at this point. But let's see what I can do. Let's see if I can start the fight for them.
Perfect. So let's start with, and the Dodgers are going to be home since they just won the World Series. They have the World Series title. We're going to do no DH in this one. We'll play at Dodger Stadium, and let's set up the Dodger lineup and starters first. So the team that you're going to oppose, and also everyone's a winner here technically for you, because even if the Dodgers win, I mean, these are both teams that are near and dear to your heart. But we'll see how the Rockies do. So let's start with the Dodgers, the home team, the team that you'll be managing against, and we'll begin with the starters.
Okay, so this is the lineup that the computer's throwing out, right? CT, JT, Cody, Mookie. All right, I want. Yes. I can change this though, right?
Yeah, I want you to put in, whatever you think would be best, an optimal lineup, and then also, of course, good luck, picking a starter.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So for the starting lineup for the Dodgers, I want Mookie leading off.
Okay.
And then I want Justin Turner hitting third.
Okay.
I'm actually going to put, let's see, Mookie's a righty, Jock's the lefty, Justin's a righty. I'm going to put Jock in the 2-hole. No, wait. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Put Muncy in the 2-hole. Where's Seager?
We'll get him.
I'm assuming that we're going to have the 2020 Seager where he was actually healthy and was not on the IL and ended up winning the NLCS and World Series MVP. Yeah, so put Cody. Put Cody second. I'm sorry, Corey second. Corey Seager second. JT third. Cody is batting cleanup. So Cody's a lefty. Put CT3 in the 5-hole. Oh man, we still have Max way down there. Max gets on base.
What is this? This is ridiculous. This team's ridiculous. It's so annoying. And then there's Muncy.
I know it's like if you're not a Dodgers fan, I can see why you hate the Dodgers, because the depth that this team has is disgusting. It's a wealth of riches, and they just keep. It's not even that they rebuild; they constantly reload, and they do such an amazing job of being able to have a stacked team and not completely deplete their farm system. All right, so. Mercy, and we don't have a DH, right? So we still have.
No.
Oh my gosh. I'm all right with Jock there in the 8-hole. That's fine. Leave it like that. CT, then Will Smith. I can't believe I have Max Muncy batting 7th. Who am I going to move though? All right, put Max. Put Max 6th, then Will 7th.
Yeah, I like the lefty righty.
Yes. Split Muncy and Peterson up. So maybe put Smith 8th. No, because then I have leave it like that. Because now the lefties are split, because you have Max is a lefty, Will's a righty, Jock's a lefty. Leave it like that. Good Lord, look at all the headaches I'm already having just setting one lineup.
Yeah, no, this is. I mean, I would say this is not fun, but it is fun. I mean, I know you spoke to Dave Roberts every day, but I think one of the questions I always mixed in when I was calling a Dodger game for national was, I would say, hey, how fun is it to tell 3, 4, 5 guys each day you're not playing when they would be playing on basically any other team? And he's like, oh, it's a blast.
Yeah. That's though, what I've learned from talking to so many players across the league, not just with the Dodgers or the Rockies, but what they appreciate more than anything is the communication from the manager. So like if you give them about when they are going to play or when they're not going to play, they actually appreciate that. So they know how to go about their daily workout routines and not have any surprises. So I think as long as you're communicative with these players, they can appreciate that. But yeah, no, I'm not trying to set a lineup every day. This is already giving me a headache.
No, well, it's a good headache. It's a great problem. And then have fun now with picking a Dodgers starter. Who would be the number one starter? And of course, you know, the computer's going to manage here after the starter and decide who's going to come in later on. But of course, you have Walker,
as much as
you have
Arias. I'm going to start Walker. And I know
Walker
obviously we
Clayton.
have. I am. And the reason being is because I feel like Clayton, although of course he wants to start and he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, no question, Clayton can give you some length out of the bullpen if need be. And Clayton knows how to shut things down too. I mean, you can pitch Clayton at any point in a post. I'm going to treat this as a postseason game, winner take all. So I like Walker's stuff right out of the gate. He's going to shove it right down your throat. And when he's on, he's unbeatable. He's unhittable. So I'm going to start Walker and take my chances with Clayton as perhaps a long guy if need be and a winner take all, and then the bullpen arms after that.
Perfect. Okay. So now that you know.
Even our starters can pitch out of the pen, correct?
Of course. This is all hands on deck, one game to decide it all. So on your side, you're going to do the same thing because, you know, now we flip to the Rockies and let's start with the starter. But, you know, in addition to Aaron Cook, Jeff Francis was a pretty good member of that rotation. Ubaldo Jimenez, a young Ubaldo Jimenez at the time. But you're going to be able to bring those guys out of the bullpen too. And then the one thing I guess we could think about is the Dodgers were better last year and usually in the past few years against righties than lefties, right?
They were. They had a difficult time hitting lefties the last couple of seasons, as you mentioned, although Jock would take exception to that. He ended up really figuring out the left-right splits. But if you look at the Rockies lineup, I mean, what a embarrassment of riches for the Dodgers. Not to be disrespectful to this Rockies lineup, but it's not the Dodgers. I'm still going to start Cookie. He's a sinker ball pitcher. You know, a guy that gets a lot of ground ball outs. Dodger Stadium, at least historically, was a pitcher's park, not so much anymore, but I'm still going to start Aaron Cook. All right, this lineup, Todd Helton in the two-hole, that's interesting, although this is a little bit more of what a modern-day lineup would probably look like with the, I think, should be Hall of Famer Todd Helton in the two-hole. Willie Taveras, I'm fine leading him off. I think Kaz Matsui was in the two-hole for that 2007 team at second base, and then Holiday. So Holiday's in the three-hole, Brad Hop. You know what? I'm going to actually have Hopper back cleanup. I'm going to put No. I'm going to put Holiday in the four-hole. Sorry.
Okay. So who's three?
Tavares,
Helton. Holiday.
Tavares, Helton, Atkins.
So we're going to put Atkins.
In the three-hole. Is in the three-hole. Holiday's cleanup.
Okay.
Oh, mercy. Tulo.
Although it's Tulo, what was he like back then? Because he wasn't in his prime yet, right? I mean, he was really good, but.
Well, no, that was the year, I want to say that, I can't remember if it was 07 or 08, where Tulo got on the chair in the clubhouse and said, I've never been on a losing team and I'm not about to start now. And I can't remember if it was because I started with the Rockies in September of 2007. I want to say I started like September 19th of 07, literally 2 days before they went on that ridiculous run. Again, 21 out of 22 days. And then they swept the Phillies, they swept the Diamondbacks, and then they had to wait 9 days until the AL finished up, and then they got swept by the Red Sox. So Tulo.
Yeah, so I'm looking also while we're doing this. So Tulo that year was a rookie. He finished second in NL Rookie of the Year. 24 homers, 99 RBIs. His OPS plus, which league average is 100, he was 109. So he was, in later seasons, he was well above that. I mean, his defense was still exceptional, but I think he was still, he was good that year on offense. He wasn't Tulo prime yet.
No, but Tulo's always had that confidence about him. So I swear to you, that was the year that he stood up and said, "I've never been on a losing team. I'm not going to start now." So I'm gonna leave. It is, but that's who Tulo was, and I think he would have been a Hall of Famer if he could stay healthy and actually stay on the field. And I think that kind of started the demise of the current Rockies situation with the handling of getting rid of Troy Tulowitzki and trading him with Toronto, and then couple that with what they did to LeMahieu and now with Arenado. It's been kind of like a ripple effect down since the whole Tulo situation. All right, back to this lineup. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Tulo fifth. I know that's back-to-back righties, but whatever. I'm going to put Tulo fifth and then put Hop sixth and just leave it like that.
Okay. Kaz and Torrealba. Perfect. All right. And then we've got Aaron Cook. We are in good shape. We are ready. It's Dodger Stadium. It's an 8:05 local start time. It's going to be a packed house, of course. Actually, it looks like it's a somewhat cold day. It'll be 45 degrees, wind blowing out to right, 9 miles an hour. So are you ready?
When has it ever been 45 degrees at Dodger Stadium? By the way,
I don't know.
I am ready.
Has there ever been a game that cold when you were covering them?
I don't know if it's been 45, and I still don't even know where the tarp is at Dodger Stadium, by the way. There might be dead bodies in it because we don't need a tarp at Dodger Stadium. So it's usually not 45.
Amazing. All right. So we are all set. I'm going to set the controls here. The human controls are under the Rockies. Dave Roberts and the Dodgers computer and they're a very analytically savvy team. So that makes sense. They've got the Dodgers.
Yes, that's true.
Humans are controlling the Rockies. So here we go. Are you ready for the big idea? The 07 Rockies against the 2020 champion Dodgers to start.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Welcome to Dodger Stadium. Okay, well, I'm not going to be Vin Scully because I've been doing play-by-play for the big idea here, and now Alanna has Vin just trolling me in the background to the picture with Vinny. So I'm just going to be Scotty B, but we are going to run through the Dodgers from 2020 against the 07 Rockies. Alanna, we're set to go. Walker Buehler's on the mound. Facing Willie Tavares, you are the manager, so you'll let me know each time as we run through what you want to do. So on offense here, swing away, take pitch, bunt for hit. Ready?
All right, swing away.
All righty. Let's get started. Yeah, it's cold. Partly cloudy, 45. It's baseball. You just never know what's going on. Tavares over to first, and there's the flip to the covering Buehler, one down.
Okay.
Tavares was really fast too, by the way. I mean, he was one of the faster players in the game at that point.
Like right out of the gate. I should have had him just bunt for a hit right out of the gate.
Just surprise him.
Yeah. All right. Helton, you have to have swing away, right?
Yes, of course. So let's swing away with the great Todd Helton, who was an on-base machine that year. Another roller to first. And this is going to be tough for the Rockies because Walker Buehler, in my mind, is one of the great clutch pitchers in this era. I would say I think about Mad Bum, and then Buehler might be the second guy I think about.
Yeah, Walker Buehler is a guy that has unbelievable amount of confidence. Some would say it's arrogance if you don't know him. But the thing about Walker Buehler is he has the stuff to back it up. And already in his young career, which has been incredibly impressive, he's a big game pitcher, and he evolved into a big game pitcher incredibly quickly. And, if you have parents in the stands, make sure you put earmuffs on your kids, because when he is upset, he throws down some unsavory words. So if you ever did a poll about who's more unsavory on the Hill between Rich Hill, Tyler Glasnow, and Walker Buehler, I'm hard-pressed to say Walker Buehler would probably win that competition, but he's fiery, he's good, he has a swagger to him, and he has the stuff to back it up. And I remember the first time I had an opportunity to interview him when he was drafted out of Vanderbilt and he came to Dodger Stadium, it was almost as if he knew that he kind of owned that place already. So he has a confidence that most young pitchers do not, but the guy already has a World Series to his credit.
Last 9 postseason starts, his ERA is 1.28, so he can say whatever he wants. It's working. In fact, I would keep the language exactly the way you've been doing it. And he's got 2 ground ball outs to start. So here's Garrett Atkins in the 3-hole. Ready?
Yeah, swing away. I mean, what else are you going to do?
Yep. He steps in. He goes to right, and there's an opposite field base hit, 2-out base run. Hey, you moved him up. So far looking good early from the Rocks manager.
Look at the strategy. Unbelievable.
Dan O'Dowd would be proud. He was the GM back then.
I remember. I have a funny Dan O'Dowd story, too. When Ubaldo Jimenez was pitching for the Colorado Rockies before he got traded away, I remember we were in San Diego. I was with the Rockies at the time, and we were in San Diego. And I'll never forget, Ubaldo Jimenez is on the hill. And already in the first inning, we are looking at the bullpen, and there was somebody else warming up in the bullpen. And this was right at the trade deadline. And there had been rumors, obviously, that he was going to get traded and whatever. And sure enough, Ubaldo gets traded to Cleveland, I believe, right? Where Dan O'Dowd was prior to the Colorado Rockies. And fast forward to the next Colorado Rockies homestand. I'm in the stands interviewing a longtime Rockies fan that had a split jersey. It was an Indians jersey and a Rockies jersey, and it was Ubaldo. And Dan O'Dowd, GM at the time, was sitting in his office with the volume down. And all he sees is me interviewing this fan with a split jersey. And he's thinking that, I'm interviewing a fan that's, talking negatively about the organization. And he called me into his office, having not really heard the interview. And I get called into the principal's office. I'm terrified. I'm a young reporter, and I didn't want him to think that I was criticizing some of the moves that he made. So that was one of my first terrified moments of dealing with the front office as a team reporter. But by the way, Ubaldo Jimenez, I covered his no-hitter against the Atlanta Braves when I was the Rockies reporter too. So that was my first no-hitter.
That's awesome. Oh, so then Ubaldo might have to make an appearance later in this game, depending on how Aaron Cook's doing. And you're right, he was traded to Cleveland back then. July 30th, 2011 was when they decided to let him go. So and I think Dan would probably love this game too.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah. So Ubaldo traded to Cleveland for Drew Pomerantz, Joe Garter, Matt McBride, and Alex White. Interesting.
There you go. Yes.
All right. So here we go. Matt Holliday at the plate. We have Garrett Atkins at first. It's an 0-0 count, right?
Yes.
It's Holliday. It's swing away.
Yeah, and Garrett wasn't too fast.
No.
So we're swinging. Look at Holliday go. Smacks one to the wall. Atkins is going to be sent home. Here he comes. Play at the plate. Not as close as Holliday, and he's safe. It's an RBI triple, and the Rockies jump ahead 1-0. Oh, double, actually. He was caught at third.
He got thrown out at third.
Look at Holliday, and he was aggressive too, Alanna, going for third.
And he's a big man. I don't know that I've seen Holliday try to stretch many doubles into a triple. He's a large human being. That's all right.
Garrett
he drove in a run.
Yeah, hey, I'm surprised. 6 triples in 07 for Matt Holliday, so we'll give him that. And he drives in a run. I'm surprised they get a run early on Walker Buehler. So now it's your turn on D to pitch. Aaron Cook is on the mound, and good luck with this lineup, starting with Mookie.
Yeah, by the way, who was the Rockies' third base coach? Was it Mike Gallego in 2007? Who was sending Garrett Atkins in that situation? Was it Gags?
I will get that answer for you in 10 seconds.
All right. So Aaron Cook on the hill facing Mookie Betts. So now I have to pitch to him, pitch around him, or pitch to contact. Well, Mookie can run. So look at the lineup behind him. I'm not going to pitch around. I guess you got to pitch to him. Yeah,
let's pitch to him. And Aaron Cook's a ground ball guy anyway, so we'll see if that is exactly what he cues up right in front of the catcher. Torrealba throws out Mookie. And now it is Mr. NLCS and MVP of the World Series as well.
Corey's going to swing the second he steps in the box. He always walks in there ready to swing. So, yeah, and then you have, I can't see my lineup. Hold on. Who did I set behind? There we go. So you have Turner. You can't pitch around him. You got Turner behind him. Corey does pitch to him. I'm just going to pitch to everybody.
Yeah, that's the move. And that is punched to left. And Corey Seager has himself a double as he slides in safely, hits one out to Matt Holliday, and there's a one-out base runner.
Why am I not surprised that Seager has a double? Okay.
Shocker.
So we got
he was the best hitter for the Dodgers last year in the playoffs, right?
No question. I mean, he was the best hitter, and that's what happens when you have a healthy Corey Seager that doesn't miss any time in spring training because he is healthy and is able to maintain. And the thing about Corey, too, is I think it helps so much that he has a lineup around him that all of the pressure doesn't fall on him. Look at this lineup. It's disgusting. You have Justin Turner hitting behind you, who I still think in any single clutch situation, I'll take JT. He will give you the most professional at bat, top to bottom, of anybody I've ever seen, and he works a count. He absolutely works a count. So Seager had a lot of the pressure taken off of him. So, all right, Turner, Seager's at second. I'm going to pitch to JT.
Here we go. JT on the ground to short, too low, sure hands, makes the play.
Okay.
I feel like every inning is going to be kind of nerve-wracking when you're going up against this lineup. But you've got two outs, man on second, and here comes Bellinger. Ready to pitch to him?
Yeah.
Let's see what you got, Aaron Cook. Ball 4. Belly takes one outside. No big deal. First base is open. And he'll see Chris Taylor.
Chris Taylor is having an all-star type of year here in 2020. He's a very unsung hero. Remember, the Seattle Mariners traded Chris to the Dodgers for Zach Lee, who was not even pitching. Chris Taylor's been an unbelievable, quiet assassin that nobody ever talks about. So, got Muncy behind him, pitched to him.
Wouldn't be surprised if he does something clutch. But no, it's a roller on the ground for Atkins, and there you go. Aaron Cook untouched in the first scoreless inning. You get 9 big breaths.
Yeah.
That's your first one where we're like, got through the first. Thank you, Aaron.
Good job, Cookie. Good job.
All right, and by the way, we did get that. Yeah, you were right. Mike Gallego was the third base coach, had the aggressive send there of Atkins coming home, and that's why you lead 1-0 managing the Rockies.
Atkins isn't not necessarily fleet of foot either.
He's not. He came home. Tulo's up now in the 5-hole and swinging away.
Yeah.
All right. Starting off the second inning at Dodger Stadium. Tulo pops one up, foul ground, and he's out. Turner got it. Now Brad Hawpe. Brad Hawpe was pretty good that year. 6th in RBIs in the National League in 2007.
Yep, he was an all-star 2 years later, too. All right, swing away.
Swinging away. Swing and a miss, and Buehler picks up the strikeout on the fastball on a 3-2 count.
Is that the first K for Buehler?
That is the first K for Walker Buehler through 1 2/3, giving up 2 hits, and he's had 15 pitches with 2 outs in the second. And we have Kaz Matsui, who you moved down. He was in the 2 spot sometimes for the Rockies, but you stacked that lineup at the top, and it worked in the first inning.
All right, I'm going to just have him bunt for a hit, just to do something different.
All right. Let's switch things up. Bunt, and he missed it. So what happens is that's strike 1. So you can try for a bunt again. You still have 2 strikes to spare, or you can, lay off the sneak attack because now we saw it coming and just try to hit.
Everyone in the park knows. I'll just swing away.
Let's swing away with the switch hitting Kaz Matsui. Oh, he's swinging deep left center field. It's gone. Kaz Matsui, go long. 452 feet. It's 2-0 Rockies.
Look at that.
Wow, who set this lineup?
I know. Amazing.
Pressing the right buttons. Yeah, Kaz,
I guarantee
you know.
Dropping some F-bombs right now.
4 home runs that season for Kaz in 104 games. And he comes through in a big way for the Rockies. So now you're down to the 8-hitter, Yorvi Turrialba, swinging away.
I'm going to force him to swing at a strike. So, yeah, I'm going to, swing away.
Swinging away. Going to center. Look at the Rockies. This team had magic in 07.
Unbelievable.
One on for the pitcher, Aaron Cook.
Now, at this point, this is gravy, right? But I'd like for him, I'd like to be able to turn over the lineup here. Let's see. Well, Bueller's going to shove it down his throat.
Slow. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Very slow. Swing.
And he was a $152 hitter, which is not bad for a pitcher. He made contact. Puts one in the air to right. Mookie, one of the best to do it in right field, makes the catch. But look at the Rockies put another 1 on the scoreboard.
It's all right. At least Cookie's not leading off the next inning for us. That's fine.
That's right. You'll go back to the top of the order in the 3rd. But first, here's Muncy, Smith, Peterson, and another inning from Aaron Cook.
Okay. Cookie's doing all right. We got a 2-0 lead. Muncy can hit a little bit, but Muncy's also incredibly patient. He's starting to slug now, and he's actually first in the All-Star voting at first base, but he can draw the walk. He's very patient at the plate, even when he's not, doesn't have the average or the power. So let's go ahead and pitch to him. I know that, well, hang on, who's behind him? Yeah, go ahead and pitch to him.
We did. And Aaron Cook is a ground ball machine. I remember Aaron Cook. He didn't strike anyone out back then. I think he had about 3 strikeouts per 9 innings, which is, nowadays you probably wouldn't even be in the league with that kind of numbers. But his ERA in 07 was 4.12, and that was in a tough ballpark, obviously. He was above average pitcher, and he was a ground ball monster. We're seeing it.
Yeah. He was, and then he started, dealing with all the blood clots and stuff, and obviously his health was important in baseball. All right, who do we got here? So Cookie up against Will Smith. Okay.
Will Smith.
I would
pitching to the batter.
I would pitch to the batter.
All right, let's do it. Smith, pass too low, and there's a base hit.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not a fun manager that's already getting somebody warmed up just because the guy gives up a base hit. So I'm going to stick with
you're cool, calm, collected.
That's right. All right. Young Jock at the plate.
And they're shifting Jock a little bit to the left, but also, do you want to put the infield in double play depth with 1 out and a chance to turn 2?
Jock has been known to, how many double plays has Jock hit into? Go ahead and double play depth is fine. Infield in.
Okay. So we'll move the 2 infielders pinching in towards second and ready to pitch.
Okay. Yep, ready to pitch.
All right, let's see if Cook can get the ground ball he needs. Instead, it's a called strike 3. Peterson looking, and there's 2 gone.
Listen, that works too. I'll take it.
You only get 2 or 3 of those a game usually from Aaron Cook, but there's a big one, and now he has Walker Buehler, who I know he's competitive with the rest of the guys at the plate, but it's still a pitcher up.
Yeah, he's had 1 home run in his career. Walker has. Just pitch to him.
Let's see. Weakly to short, too low, with the flip to second. There you go.
There you go. Thank it.
Inning number 3. Alanna Rizzo managing the 07 Rockies to a 2-0 lead. over one of the best teams I think we've seen in a long time, the 2020 Dodgers. Walker Buehler matching up against the top of the order, Speedy Willie Tavares to start. Do you want to swing away, or do you want to try for some kind of bunt action?
I'm gonna actually bunt for a hit here.
All right, let's see, Willie. He was fast. All right, so he didn't make enough contact there. He missed it, actually, so it's 0-1.
I'm going to try to do it again.
Okay. Take two, Willie. Fouled it again.
Right.
These guys.
Yeah.
Cannot lay a bunt down these days.
Yeah, no, I know. They need to be in Maury's pit with the Dodgers learning how to bunt. All right. I guess you got to swing, no?
Yeah, 0-2 count. Let's see if Willie makes some contact and can turn it into something. Oh, he did. Over to Turner, and there's one away. All right, up to the two spot, and Todd Helton.
Willie Tavares had 38 bunts in 2007. He led baseball, 19 more than Juan Pierre, former Dodger as well. You know, so that's not a crazy call there to have him try to lay down the bunt.
No, he should be able to lay one down, and yeah, it was a good effort. And then now you've got Mr. On Base Machine, 434 OBP in 2007 for the 5-time All-Star Todd Helton.
Yeah, swing away. Swing away.
Swinging away. It's 2-0, and Helton's going to center. Back, Bellinger track, and he's got it a few steps in front of the track for out number 2.
Belly is a gold glove outfielder, so I can understand that.
Yeah, the Dodgers defense is really good.
That's sick. Yeah, swing away here.
Swinging away with Garrett Atkins, who scored the first run of the day for Colorado, and this time it's Seager and the throw to first in time. So we've played 2.5.
Okay.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good about my choices so far. I feel a little competitive with swing away and pitch to the guy, but you know, it's working. I like my lineup. I'm proud of my lineup. All right, put you back on the hill, Mookie. I'm gonna go ahead and pitch to contact with Mookie.
Pitching to contact. Okay. Aaron Cook to Mookie on the ground. Weekly third. Atkins. Got to be quick.
Hurry up.
Got him.
Yeah. Good job.
Good move.
Seager pitched to him.
Pitching to Seager. I thought you said you've never played a video game in your life.
I haven't, but
you're like a pro.
It's a bunch of guessing. I mean, I think I've played like Frog or Pac-Man, but I've never played like a baseball game.
Yeah, there's a lot to this one. And Corey Seager has a one-out knock. We've seen one hit each inning from the Dodgers, 2 of them coming from Seager, but Cook's been okay after that. So we'll see how he does in pressure situation against Turner. Do we go double play depth here?
This is not who you want. Yeah, with a Cookie on the hill, double play depth, but this is not who you want at the plate with a man on base. You just don't.
Nope.
Yeah, so, I mean, I would pitch around him, but Belly's right behind you, so right behind him. So, yeah, I guess. How many steals does Cody have? Do I need to hold the runner? I mean, Corey, not Cody.
Not a big stolen base guy.
Not a big stolen base guy, right?
No.
I'll just pitch to the batter, I guess.
Pitch to batter. Okay. JT to center, and that's hanging up. Plenty of time for the catch out there by Tavares.
All right. Yeah, Seager only has 12 stolen bases, and so we don't really necessarily have to hold him on too much.
So same plan for Bellinger. We don't need double play depth now, so we're back to normal.
So we don't need that. Yeah, pitch to batter.
Aaron Cook to Cody Bellinger, rips it to right. Base hit, Seager to second, heading for third. Here's the throw, and he is safe.
Uh-oh. I don't like this, Scott. I don't like this. Who you got? CT?
2 outs, Taylor.
Oof.
But this is your righty-righty matchup, at least. You've got Cook as a right-handed pitcher, which we wanted here.
Yeah. So what do we got? We have men on the corners?
Yeah,
Two
men
out?
on the corners. 2 outs.
Well, I'm gonna trust Cook in this situation. Just pitch to him.
Pitching to Chris Taylor. And it's up the middle. Taylor's got himself in single. It's an RBI. It's 2-1.
Who's running this thing? Hang on.
You can't bottle up this offense for long. Are we thinking about warming anyone up? Is it too early?
I was just about to say to start warm. Who do I want to start warming up? Wait, for Jock. Where's Jock in the lineup? A lefty. So I need some lefty. I need a lefty in the pen. Who do I have in my pen that's lefty?
So let's hit your pen. You've got Jeremy Affel. Also, keep in mind, Jeff Francis was really good that year. And, I mean, you could make a case that he was as good as Cook or even better, and he's from the left side. So either one, and Affel was great too.
Fuentes, I think, is more closer material, obviously. So I'm going to put Jeff Francis. Yeah, start warming up Francis to face Jock. He'll have enough time, right? And to get it. Okay.
Yeah, he's warming up, and then we can always do a mound visit too to kind of buy a little time for Jeff Francis.
Perfect.
So we'll get back to the action. Francis is warming up, and we're up to Muncy. Yeah, you've still got a couple batters until Peterson.
All right, so what's my situation here? We got Cookie facing Muncy. Too bad I didn't get Francis up earlier. And you have Smith behind him with the righty. I'm going to pitch around Muncy.
Pitching around. Okay, so you want to set up the righty-righty matchup with the bases loaded?
Correct.
Okay. We're pitching around. Muncy's swinging anyway, and he flies out to right. Brad Hopp's there, inning over. You know what? Pitching around to a guy who usually is so patient and knows his zone, but maybe a little over-aggressive, reaches for a ball that he shouldn't have made contact with. It's weak contact, and Alanna Rizzo, you get through the inning.
Sure. That's exactly what my thought process was the whole time. Always thinking.
To perfection. Limiting the damage. So it's 2-1. We have reached inning number 4. It's the 07 Rockies, a team that Alanna covered in her first season in Colorado as the reporter there. And then the 2020 Dodgers, the last season she spent with the Dodgers, and an historic one, of course, their first World Series title since '88. The big idea, we keep rolling. It's Buehler against Holiday with 4, 5, and 6 due up. We swinging away?
Yes.
All right. Big Matt Holiday. He was amazing that year, too. And we're seeing it. That's got to be extra bases. Matty heading for 2, and he's heading for 3. No, he'll head back. I think he got aggressive off the second.
I was about to say, no way. Because you did say that Holiday had 6 triples that year, but that's a little aggressive, yes. Matty. Like, stay there at second, please. All right.
Led the majors in total bases in 2007 and won the batting title. I mean, he is really stepping up big for your team right now.
No doubt. No doubt. All right. Matty versus Tulo. I mean, Walker versus Tulo. Yeah, swing away.
Swinging away. See if Tulo can connect. He does. Deep center field. Punching one off the wall.
That's going to drive in
Holiday. Sliding in safely with an RBI double.
We got that run right back. That's right.
Woo! 3-1. No outs in the 4th. And here's Brad Hopp. Big power bat in the 6th slot.
Lefty against righty. Who's behind Hopper? Matsui.
Mr. Home Run Show.
Yeah. No, I don't want anyone to steal third. Hopper. Swing away.
Swinging away. Here we go. Deep left center. Forget about it. It's gone. Brad Hopp with a 2-run shot. It's 5-1.
That's what I'm talking about.
Lineup construction, people.
All right. Yeah, so Baez is now in the so Walker Buehler's done, which is what the whole goal of that was. Knock him out, go to the Dodgers bullpen, although they're pretty good. But Baez is very, very streaky. Very streaky pitcher. He obviously has the stuff, can't always locate, and used to be a human rain delay. They've forced him to pick up his pace a little bit, thank the Lord. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Should we just like take a moment of nothingness just so Pedro can get himself together and take a minute to pitch?
Oh my gosh! Like it was unbelievable. He did, to give him credit, he figured out how to pick up the pace a little bit, but he was so methodical and overthinking every single thing he did. Not necessarily in 2020, but certainly in 18 and part of 19. He was really good, actually, the second half of 19 as well. All right, so Baez righty versus lefty. I'm still going to try to bunt here because I don't think Baez can field his position very well. So I'm gonna bunt for a hit here
with Kaz.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And also, right before that, I'll just give you.
Don't question me.
Oh, just hey, Kaz has a homer. He's in the right spot in the lineup. I trust you. There's the bunt attempt. These guys can't get a bunt down right now. He missed it, so it's 0-1.
All right, so swing away. Go ahead.
Swinging away. And also, Walker Buehler giving up 5 runs. It's the most that he's allowed in a postseason game. And Walker's going, good thing that was fake because I don't do that. 3 was his previous high, his real life high in the NLDS. Swing and a miss. There's a slider from Baez. Nice pitch.
Walker hasn't lost a game in the regular season since September of 19 against the Colorado Rockies.
Ooh. They got his number in real life and in video game life.
Dropping knowledge on you. All right, who we got? We got Baez against Alva. I'm going to, sure. Swing away.
Yeah, we're swinging. Okay. On the ground to second, Taylor. 2 down.
Perfect. And then you got the batter. We got who?
Yeah, and
Will
it's 2
Smith,
outs.
or...
So what's the thought process? Now that you have a 5-1 lead, do you ride Cook a little bit? Do you want to switch sides and go to Francis eventually?
Wait,
do you want Cook hitting here?
Who's leading off for the Dodgers coming up? Peterson, right? That was the whole point. Well, yeah. No, I'm gonna let.
Well,
I know
it'll be
it's
Smith
ridiculous.
first.
Oh, that's
Smith,
right.
It'll be Smith. Muncy flew out to right, so you'll have Smith righty, and then it would be a lefty and Peterson. But you have the comfortable lead now. If you want to ride him more,
I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna let Cook bat here.
Okay, so we're swinging away.
Mm-hmm.
Swinging with Aaron Cook in the 4th. Swinging a miss. Baez with a couple strikeouts, but the Rockies add on. They have 7 hits already and a 5-1 lead. Home half of the 4th at Dodger Stadium. Dodger fans are a little nervous. They're like, wait, we're not used to Rizzo on the other side. Can we bring her back?
Well, that's what the Rockies were saying when I went to the Dodgers. They're like, wait, we're not used to Rizzo on the other side. Like a whole identity crisis. All right. Aaron Cook, Will Smith, here we go. All right, Cookie, I want you to go ahead and pitch to the batter.
Pitching to Will Smith. And on the ground, Aaron Cook looking really good with these weak ground balls.
All right, let's see how he does against Jock here. Hopefully he doesn't get in. Oh, it's, against Jock. Okay.
Okay, pitching to the batter.
Yep. Right
pitching
against
to the
left,
batter.
pitch to the batter.
Got him on a curveball.
There you go.
I will say this, because we're matching up teams from 2 different eras. I know they're not completely different eras, but think about 2007 baseball versus 2020 and the amount of statistics, the amount of swing and miss we have in today's game. There are not many pitchers like Aaron Cook, especially as a starter. If you're a starter and you barely strike anyone out nowadays and you're just a sinker baller, there's barely anyone like that. So maybe the Dodgers are not used to this.
The only sinker baller I know of really now that does it often is Scott Alexander, and he's in the bullpen, and he's often on IL. Like, what starters can we think of in today's game that are really legitimate sinker ball guys?
Not many.
Not many.
Really not many. And even the ones who throw sinkers, it's It's more of a two-seamer, and they're using it often, for a strikeout. I know, like Dustin May. I mean, Dallas Keuchel, I guess, comes to mind, and there's a few others. But even Keuchel, I mean, you look at the strikeouts. I don't know, whenever you're watching here right now what the K rate is for him, but whatever it is, it's much better than the 3/9 that Aaron Cook had back in the day, and we're seeing that. Cook has 2 strikeouts in 3 2/3.
Yeah, Keuchel, I guess, has the lowest strikeout per 9 in Major League Baseball right now, 5.2. So, and again, it's not just Keuchel getting it done for the White Sox either. Their starting rotation is ridiculous. Lance Lynn putting that out there, that's saying, hey, we need to go deep into these ball games. I mean, Carlos Rodon with the no-hitter, Lance Lynn pitching incredibly well. Keuchel, I mean, give it to Tony La Russa. That team is doing really well. All right, back to this one. Sorry, Aaron Cook. Pinch hitting Enrique Kike Hernandez. This guy is very streaky, Kike, but when he's on, he never takes a day off defensively, but he strikes out a lot too. So I'm going to pitch to him.
Here we go. Let's see if Aaron Cook can get what he needs. He does. Strike 3. A slider. Look at Aaron Cook with a couple strikeouts in the inning. He's got 3 total through 4 innings, and the Rockies lead at 5-1.
What's Cookie's pitch count? Kenley Jansen already?
Amazing.
Jeez.
I mean, think about where the game is at, though. I guess the Dodgers always figure that they can go to Kershaw later or do something else, but they need to get back in this game right now, and run prevention is most important. So, weird move, but we'll see what happens.
Okay. All right. Do I dare try to bunt again, or should I have swing? All right, swing away. Well, the cutter's coming, so swing away. See if you can hit it.
Swinging away. And will he take what he's given? Yes! Ball 4.
Kenley.
Well, now this is your first time where you got some speed on the bases, too, and Kenley's so slow to home plate.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, you gotta swing away, right? I mean, Helton. I'd put Helton up against anybody. Go ahead.
And no stealing yet.
No.
Okay, swinging away with big Todd Helton. Swinging and missing. There's Jansen with the strikeout on the 0-2. Now Garrett Atkins.
Can I steal second? Is that stupid to do that? I'm going to have Tavares steal here.
Yeah. And so do you want to do a smart steal, or no matter what we're running? Do you want him to kind of feel things out and you'll just give him the sign, hey, green light if you see it?
No, I'm gonna force it. I'm gonna force Kenley to field this. I'm gonna force Kenley to field the position.
Nailed it. Great jump. He's safe.
And have Will Smith make that play. I'm glad that he didn't. All right. Garrett and swing away.
So now it can score a run here. Garrett Atkins check swing doesn't hold up. He goes around strike 3. That's 2 Ks for Kenley.
This is the problem. Now, I will say this is, so Kenley, when there's a man on second base, he hates it. So he intentionally balks sometimes to get the runner from second to third, so he can't relay signs. So the runner at second can't relay signs. Can we intentionally balk a guy over to third?
That is an option. I'm going to have to ask the dev team over at OOTP if we can get like a little shimmy dance feature that messes with the pitcher. So in the big idea, take 2 in the off season, we'll try and build it for you.
Work on the intentional balk to move a runner from second to third if Kenley's on the hill. All right, fair enough. All right, so we got Jansen against Holiday. I guess you got to swing away, right?
Yeah, Matt Holliday has been great so far in this one. He's 2 for 2 with a ribby. Here it comes, and he strikes out this time.
Oh, come on.
All right. Kenley was really good. That was a good move by your opposition there, your counterpart, Dave Roberts, putting in Kenley in the 5th. Got through the top portion of the order, and now here's top of the order for the Dodgers. 3rd time through for Aaron Cook. So you're going to try and
this-
maybe take it batter by batter and see how things go?
you know what? I'm gonna let Cook face Mookie, but I want Francis to come in for Seager.
Okay, so let's head to the bullpen and just make sure. He should already be warmed up because we worked him earlier, but we're going to throw him in there and make sure he's just taking some nice tosses and getting himself ready to go. So he's warming up. And, I mean, that's it for now. I mean, you can put another guy in, but you're going to see if Francis can carry a few innings after Cook maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So Francis is warming up. Last batter for Cook, maybe, in Mookie Betts.
So here's something. Can I change my opinion?
Of course. We didn't do a thing yet.
Francis isn't in yet. So apparently, I was just informed by my bench coach that Cook is better the third time through the order than the second time through. So let's see if that holds true in this game, as my minions, my people, are telling me that he's better the third time through. So let's see how this works out here. Go ahead and pitch to the batter first, and we'll see how he fares against Seager after this.
Cool. Yeah, we can go batter to batter. Mookie spits one the other way down the line, and you know he can move. Heading for 2, and that one's deep in the corner, and he's in there with a leadoff double. Does that change your mind at all?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and put Jeff in.
Okay. So Cook after, do a little visit. Let's make the change. So Cook after, let's see, he went 87 pitches. I mean, the Dodgers know how to work those counts. 4 innings, scattered 6 hits, 1 run. He's responsible for Mookie. Jeff Francis, let's make sure he's warm now.
And can you start warming up Ubaldo as well?
Yes. So Jeff Francis is in, and the great Ubaldo Jimenez is now in the bullpen, warming up. And we head back to the action with Francis in, Betts behind him, Seager's up. And it's Corey Seager against the new man on the mound. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pitching to him.
Yep.
Here we go. Francis doesn't do his job on that one. Seager to center. Betts holds up. Dodgers playing it safe. Nice throw out there from Taveras. Runners on the corners for JT.
Okay, that's not great. That's all right. I mean, we still have a 4-run lead, so it's not the end of the world. You can't worry about that. We need to shift.
Do you want to set up double play?
Yeah. What do we got? Man on the corners? You said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Infield in.
Try and get 2 here.
Yeah. Oh, we only have 1 out? Oh, goodness. Okay.
No outs.
No outs.
This is troublesome.
Yeah.
This is where we've seen the Dodgers turn, an advantage or a deficit, I should say, into, a 6-run lead or whatever. We know that they have that kind of streak in them.
Not today,
Not
Don.
today?
Not today. All right. Nope. All right, here we go. Pitch. Batter.
Pitching to the batter. See if we can get a double play ball, and it's up the middle.
Oh, my gosh.
Another base hit for the Dodgers. This hitting's contagious. Turner makes it 5-2.
Still nobody out. This is a problem. Who's up? All right, and then Francis is going to face Cody left on left, and then we'll see after that.
Okay. So infield double play depth again, just so we can try and turn 2 here.
Yes.
2 would be nice, Jeff. Just saying. Pitching to the batter.
Pitching to the batter, double play depth. No infield in, double play depth.
Okay, here we go. Pitching to Cody. Popped up. Who's got it? Tulo makes the call. You're right. You told that Tulo story earlier about he walks into the clubhouse like, I don't lose. I saw him call for that baseball. Like, get out of here. It's my ball. He's got it. And he's rated much higher than Kaz defensively, too, of course. Tulo was excellent from day one. All right, so 1 out. And do you want to set up double play depth again with Chris Taylor?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll set it up. Kaz and Tulo playing closer, and we'll try and turn 2 against Chris Taylor, pitching to the batter.
And Chris Taylor didn't hit lefties very well in 2020. 200 average, 693 OPS. So I'll let Francis stay here. Go ahead. Pitch to batter.
Pitching to the batter. See if the numbers hold true. Yeah, strikeout.
Okay, so 2 out. That's helpful.
Heart rate raised up a little bit so far
This
today.
is unbelievable. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't believe people do this for real. All right. Okay. Yeah. Pitch to the batter, left on left. I'm praying here.
Max Muncy against Jeff Francis. 1 in for the Dodgers this inning to make it 5-2. And that's a cold strike 3 on the corner. What a pitch by Jeff Francis. Who brought that guy in? Hey, good timing, though. You take out Cook. He's getting pretty deep into his day.
Jansen in there
1
for
run, you'll
at least
take
4 outs. Okay.
Yeah, Jansen's pitch count is at 15. So, and you see the meter here, still in the greenish yellow range. So probably looks like he might have another inning left in him. And it starts with Tulo.
All right, swing away.
Swinging away. 5-2 Rockies. And Tulo down the line, but Turner stops it and throws him out. Dodgers are out hitting you at this point, too. And so, to me, that usually means there's been some good strategic execution going on. Dodgers have 8 hits and just 2 runs to show for it. For real.
That's right. I'll be here all week. All right. I'll let Brad swing. Sure.
Big Brad Haw, who was really good in 2007 for the Rockies, a 130 OPS plus, played 152 games, so 30% better than league average that year. And swing and a miss. Has the 2-run homer from earlier, though. It's okay, Brian.
All right, can you go back to the bullpen? I want to warm up another righty besides
yes.
Ubaldo. Let's see.
So Taylor Buffalo is in there.
I don't even remember Jeremy on that team.
Jeremy Affeldt, a young Jeremy Affeldt who had moved over from KC recently. He played.
Let's put Fogger in there. Get Fogger warming up.
All right. Josh Fogg's going to warm up next to Ubaldo. And you can also think about, so the best for the Rockies that year, relief pitching-wise, so you had Fuentes, who eventually lost the job to Manny Corpus, who was really good down the stretch. So those are probably your late-inning guys, right?
One of the few Panamanians in Major League Baseball, Manny Corpus.
Yeah. He was great that year.
He was incredible that year. Okay, what do we got? We got
Kenley.
Kaz.
Kenley versus Kaz.
Well, he hit a home run in this game already, right? I'm still going to bunt for a hit here.
Okay, trying for the 2-out sneak attack. Lays one down. Kaz off to the races. Kenley's there. Fields his position. Out by an eyelash what I've been told here. There you go. 5-2. We're in the 6th.
All right.
Do you want to try and work Jeff Francis through the bottom of the order?
I'm going to get him through Jock at least. And I guess Kenley too. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how he does here. He can pitch to Will.
Will Smith leading off the inning. He's 1 for 2 so far tonight. A cold Dodger Stadium. And Will Smith drops one into right. He's got a single.
All right. I'm going to let him face Jock left on left. And then We'll see. I don't know. I don't feel really good about this decision. Yes, but
I'm sure Doc's probably thinking about a pinch hitter, of course, for Kenley after this. And the infield already, without you even having to tell them, they just moved to double play depth.
Okay, they're smarter than I am. Okay, so I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let Jock or Jeff face Jock here. Oh, mercy.
Here we go. 5-2, 6th inning. Swing and a miss. Jock down on the fastball.
All right, double switching here.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring in. Who am I gonna bring in? We got to bring in Ubaldo. No.
Ubaldo? Yeah, you can. He's warm.
And then I'm going to bring in Jamie Carroll in a double switch, get Matsui out.
Okay. So we are going to put Ubaldo in the 7 slot. He's going to replace Kaz Matsui.
And then Jamie Carroll's in the hole.
Jamie Carroll heads to the 9 hole to replace Jeff Francis. And now Ubaldo is the 7 pitcher. Carroll is the second baseman, hitting 9th. Ubaldo's in, back to the action. Edwin Rios, who I really like. I mean, I know he's out for the rest of the 2021 season, but clutch. I always say easy power. He's super strong.
Easy power. He has a great body, for lack of a better word. I mean, he's just built like a brick house. Free and easy. He's getting a lot better defensively too. They gave him a lot of reps at third base. He can play first. He can play third. He obviously has the power. Wants to cut down on the strikeouts, but is a really, really good bench piece, left-handed bat off that bench, and has some definite promise. Hate to see him get hurt for the year, but some good promise for sure. All right, I'm pitching to him. Here we go.
We are pitching to him with 1 out. Oh, well, one other question. Do we want Will Smith at first? Are we double play depth with 1 out?
Sure.
Double play depth. Pitching to Edwin Rios. See if he can come up clutch for the Dodgers. No, an 0-2 splitter from Ubaldo. Welcome to the show.
And that's what he's trying to cut down on, is those strikeouts. All right. Oh, mercy. Here we go. Top of the order again with Mookie.
Got 2 outs, though.
Yeah. Pitch to him.
Pitching to Mookie Betts. 3rd starter of the day in the game for the Rockies. The reliever, Ubaldo Jimenez, gets a fly ball out. I mean, Ubaldo, what an end to the inning in the 6th to prevent any damage. And we are 5-2 into the 7th. And now you, of course, with the double switch, avoid having to deal with the pitcher spot for a while, which works out great for you because you can go Torrealba, Carroll, who's just in, and then back to the top.
Brilliant. All right, lefty and Urias, obviously this guy that has been so good for the Dodgers. Finally has all of the reins off of him. Got the final out of the 2020 World Series Championship. He always joked that God gave him a bad left eye, but a great left arm. Good kid.
Nice.
Legitimately a force in that Dodgers starting rotation. Could be an ace on a lot of other staffs, but when you also have guys like Clayton Kershaw, Walker Buehler, Dustin May, who's obviously out right now too, it's pretty tough to be an ace on that staff when you're that young. So, all right, left on right. Here we go. Swing away.
Yorvi Torrealba. 1 for 2 so far today. And there is Turner. 1 down in the 7th. So now Jamie Carroll's first at-bat of the day.
Okay.
You seem like a nice guy, kind of do a little bit of everything for the Rockies, right? You can put him in a few different spots.
Yeah. Indiana kid. So, yeah, good little utility player for sure.
Swinging away.
Mm-hmm.
Swinging away with Jamie Carroll. And he's going to the right side, put away by Chris Taylor. Quickly 2 outs, recorded by Urias, who recorded the final 7 outs of the 2020 World Series, so this is no big deal for him.
Wasn't it Jamie Carroll who had that sacrifice fly to right that sent Holiday home to touch the plate?
I think so. I think Carroll was the guy.
I think it was pretty much Jamie Carroll that sent Matt home. All right, here we go.
Holiday gets all the attention, by the way, because of the controversial slide, but also Alanna just put it to rest for the millionth time. He's safe.
That's right. He was safe. But he doesn't even get there if Jamie Carroll doesn't hit that sack fly to right. All right.
That's right.
Willie Tavares, Arias. Yeah, swing away.
Swinging away. See if we can set the table here with Tavares. And Arias is really good. 3 up, 3 down. Let's go to the 7th. Bottom half. Let's stretch. Seager, Turner, Bellinger, Alanna Rizzo, you are managing the Rockies. We're listening to the 7th inning stretch just for a little chill time before we really grind out the end of this game.
Yeah. Now it's getting serious. Now we're into the later innings here. You know what, though? I'm going to let Ubaldo stay in there and face both of these guys because he has a lower career opponent's average. So it's okay to face both of these guys in the innings already, so I'm fine with it. And plus, he throws gas.
Okay, perfect.
He did. So I'm keeping Ubaldo in there.
Yeah, he was their swing and miss guy.
I'm going to let him face Seager, and I'm going to let him face Turner, and we'll see.
Do we need to warm anyone up just in case? Like, are we thinking about Corpus and Fuentes yet, or is that what we're thinking about for 8-9? Or obviously Ubaldo can pitch.
Yeah. I'm not thinking about Fuentes yet.
Okay.
Give me a second here. Don't force me. You're rushing me. I don't like it.
No rush. No rush, Skip. It was a long 7th inning stretch. Now they're doing some musical chairs thing on the field. The on-field host taking up all this time.
What about Matt Hergis, who's now the Giants pitching coach? Why don't we get Hergie warmed up?
Yeah, and you still have Affeld too.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna warm up Matt Hergis.
Hergis, okay, perfect. He's getting warm, and we'll head back to the action. Corey Seager against Ubaldo Jimenez to start the 7th inning for the Dodgers half.
Pitch to batter.
Let's begin. Going for it, number 4 of the day, and he's got it. Oh, my goodness, this guy. Unstoppable.
Known for doubles. I'm glad we held him to a single there.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
And your infield's already now in double play depth. They did it automatic.
I think the infield knows I keep forgetting to bring them in, so they're just doing it automatically.
They're learning. This is a one-game take-all, and they're learning now through 6 innings what you're all about.
One would think I'd figure it out by now. All right, pitch to batter. Thank goodness for computers.
All right. All your coaching staff helping you out. Oh, ball 4 inside. That was really close. Turner takes. Now it's 2 on, no outs in the 7th. We're setting up double play.
Yeah.
Okay, double play depth.
All right, pitch.
Pitch, okay. Big AB here. Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss. Can't connect on the 1-2. Ubaldo gets the chase. There's 2 strikeouts on the day for Ubaldo in his little relief appearance, which has now been 3 outs. 1 out in the 7th.
All right, go ahead, pitch to batter.
We are pitching to Chris Taylor, and that's ball 4. Baldo's getting all wild. Bases are full of Dodgers in the 7th.
With Muncie at
Anyone
the plate?
else to warm up?
Oh, mother.
Muncie's up.
Affelt's up.
Okay.
I'm going to have at least face Jock.
Okay. And we can always do a mound visit to buy some time. Do you want to talk to him right now? What's Ubaldo like?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk to him?
Yeah, no, we need to calm him down. Or somebody needs to calm
so
me
let's hit the
down.
mound.
So
you guys can talk it out.
So Bob Apodaca, right, is going to go and talk to Ubaldo right now, or am I going to talk to him? I'm going to send.
Bob's going.
Send Bob out to talk to him.
And the pitcher always responds here on OOTP 22. So Ubaldo said, "No worries." He was quick. I'm good. No worries.
I had a feeling that's not what he said, but I'm going to go with that. And here's a fun story. So Tommy John's surgery was almost called Bob Apodaca surgery. Bob Apodaca surgery.
No way.
He almost had Tommy John before Tommy John. Somebody can fact check me on that. I'm pretty sure that it was almost Bob Apodaca surgery. All right, I'm going to trust Ubaldo in this moment over Matt Hergis just in a bases loaded situation because he did throw gas in 2007. And coming into the game with the bases loaded, not really. I don't know. I'm gonna keep Ubaldo here.
Okay.
Against Matt.
And are you comfortable with the defense? So they're shifting Max right automatically a little bit, which makes sense. And then infield in. You could try to get the runner at home, Seager, who's not really fast, and try and prevent the run in a 5-2 game. 1 out.
Oh, mother.
Infield wants to go in. They're just checking with you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Ready to pitch to him?
I think so.
Dodgers make you sweat. We know what they're capable of. Ball 4.
I can't. He's not good. I can't.
He walked in a run.
What is it 5-3 now?
5-3. Muncie does what he does best, base on balls.
He does. He's unbelievable. His on-base percentage is unbelievable. All right, bring in. We still had Hergis warming up, right? Obviously, he's warm.
Yeah.
All right, bring in Hergis.
Is warm.
Face CT.
Okay. Anyone else to warm up too? Are we thinking yet about?
You can get Fuentes
one of the big boys, Corpus or Fuentes. Fuentes up.
Fuentes. Yeah.
Okay. Brian Fuentes. Okay, back in action.
Okay, go ahead, pitch.
Hergis against Will Smith. Infield's in. Pitching.
Yeah.
Nerves off the charts right now. Matt Hergis, welcome to the game. And that is sent to right, and it falls. Base hit. And that's going to score 2 for the Dodgers. Will Smith ties the game.
Okay. Now it's time to get serious. Now I'm angry. All right. Who's up?
We are tied. Fresh ball game in the 7th. Young Jock.
Bring in Affelt to face Jock. Oh, wait. Can we do that, or does it have to be the batter minimum?
Oh, 3 batter minimum? Good question. We can try. Should I try it?
Sure. I mean, the computer will tell us no.
Nope. Can't do it yet. Computer's saying no.
Okay. Well, I guess
3 batter minimum. This is the ultimate real life baseball strategy game. So that means 3 batter minimum is so real right now.
Okay. So what's my situation is what now? 1 out still or 2? 1.
Just 1. Looking for more. First and second. Right. Smith and Muncie are on. Smith just tied the game with a 2-run single.
All right. So wait. So we have men where? First and second? All right.
First and second for Jock.
And you got Urias after him. Pitch around him.
Pitching around him. Okay. And a double steal effort. Throw to third. They got him. What was that? Dodgers didn't need to do much to be creative on the bases when they were hitting like that. But they go for the double steal. The out is recorded. There's 2 down, and Jock's still up. That was on the first pitch. I don't know where that came from.
I don't know. Somebody likes me, though. I'm still pitching around.
Pitch around?
I'm still Jock, yep.
Let's pitch around. So it's going to force. Oh, well, he makes contact. Deep central. It's caught. You know, Dodgers don't like being pitched around, I guess. And you do escape. 3 runs, 2 hits. Dodgers with 11 hits and 5 runs to show for it, and they will make a pitching change. So I thought that you'd be able to force Dave Roberts into a pinch hitter in that spot. He switched out Urias anyway and put in Stripling. So here we are, locked in at 5 in the 8th. And, I mean, Ross Stripling's a nice pitcher, but I actually think you've gotten through some of the tougher guys in there right now.
Yeah, Chicken Strip he's a serviceable pitcher. I love the kid, but I don't think he strikes fear in anybody. He has a good curveball, but I like our chances here. I'm going to have Todd swing away.
If you could organize any game with any players in baseball history, who would you call?
Can I interest you in a 1994 What If World Series Yankees Expos matchup? Or how would Team USA from the 2017 World Baseball Classic fare against Team Cuba? But here's the catch. This time, the Cuban roster features major leaguers. What about the 2 best clubs in the history of your favorite franchise? Like, who's better, the 1985 Royals or the 2015 champs in KC? Stop wondering and start watching, because this is the big idea. Big-time guests dream of epic matchups on Out of the Park Baseball 22. Then we press play and manage it all, thanks to the ultimate baseball strategy game. Available on PC or the brand new Out of the Park Go on your mobile device. Take that curiosity, that all-time debate, that what if in baseball history, and make it happen. The big idea has arrived. Are you in?
Okay, so Stripling's in, yes. And we're going with beginning of the season roster. So he's in there and eventually traded away to the Toronto Blue Jays. But we'll see how he does in this 8th inning. And then there's plenty of weapons still to go for the Dodgers. And I think Dave Roberts is maybe anticipating this game goes extras because he's got Kershaw warming up right now. He's got Brusdar Graterol, Joe Kelly. There's still weapons.
They have so many weapons, it's ridiculous. They have Dustin May, who just throws absolute gas. You have Graterol, who's ridiculous. Kershaw, we already know what he can do. All right, so Chicken Strip on the hill, Todd Helton. I'm going to have Todd swing away.
Yeah, it's a good chance to pounce. Todd Helton on the ground to second. 1 down. Rockies offense has been a little quiet lately. They were explosive in the beginning of this game. Here's Atkins.
But this is exactly the Dodgers' MO. This is what they do. They just stick around and they have too much depth. It's like the games are too long for the opposition. The season is too long for the opposition. It's ridiculous.
Even the series too, right? I mean, I was there last year with you in Texas at the NLCS against the Braves, and it was 3-1, and the Dodgers just felt like they had more of this marathon ability to outlast them in the series. It was like, I don't want to say they were unfazed, but I mean, they came back, and once they won, I would say, and made it 3-2, you felt like they were going to win the series.
They just don't stress out. They just don't stress.
No.
They just have so much calmness about them. All right. Yeah, swing away.
Swinging away. Garrett Atkins is 1 for 3 so far today. Deep drive, right center field. It's out of here! Opposite field shot for Garrett Atkins, 419 feet of glory. The Rockies jump back in front 6-5. Woo! And the Dodgers are like, wait, we traded Ross Stripling. We don't want him on the playoff roster. Well, too bad. We're going opening day rosters. And Strip gives it up. It's 6-5. All right, Holiday's up.
Yeah, I think Strip is probably a bit rattled. I'm going to swing away here.
Swinging away. Holiday 2 for 3 so far today, and he's got a deep drive. And that one's gone. Back to back, baby. The Rockies lead at 7-5.
Look at that.
And Clayton Kershaw sitting on the bench, Alanna, going, I know about 2019, Skip, but I could have made up for it right here with another relief appearance.
I'm thinking the best manager, the winning manager, is really just helping the Rockies here. I have nothing to do with this. It's the fact that Dave let Strip come in and pitch. So I'm going to say thanks, Doc.
Interesting choice. Trinan, Gratterall. Yeah, Kershaw. So, all right, the other thing I will mention is you've got 6 outs to record. We have Fuentes warmed up. Corpus, you'll wait until the next inning to warm up, so you're okay right now with the bullpen? Just thinking ahead?
Yeah,
I'm your pseudo bench coach.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot to think about, man. You don't think about all of this stuff when you're just covering a game. Like, you don't think about all the little intricacies. At least I don't, because I've never done this. Full disclosure.
Managing stuff.
I've done this. So who's up next? It's going to be Pollock, right?
Yeah, Pollock, Betts, Seager.
Yeah, I'm okay right now in the pen.
Okay.
We already have
7-5 lead.
Yeah. So Fuentes and Burgess are warm, so.
Well, Hergis is in. He was in last. He did the 2 outs to finish. Now you have Fuentes and Affel. That's good, right?
Yeah.
You've got weapons if you need them.
Okay.
Too low.
Swing away.
Didn't they do the like?
It was too low.
Yeah.
Too low.
Let's see if that helps him here. Nope. That's okay. He's like, no chance. That developed over time. Might not have been a rookie year thing.
Yeah, I think that was more 2008, 2009.
Yeah. All right, Brad Hawk.
I'm going to swing away, Hawk.
Swinging away. See if we can add on here for the Rockies. Strike 3, got to complete it to first, and there you go. Will Smith makes the throw to retire the side. 7-5, though. You're back in front. Matt Hergis against 9-1-2 due up for the Dodgers.
I'm going to let Matt face AJ, or do I have to anyway, because the 3 batters. I'm going to, okay, let's sit down Jeremy Affelt and warm up Manny Corpus.
Okay. Corpus and Fuentes in the bullpen. That's your back end. 8-9. We'll see if Hergis can go with 1 batter at least here.
Yeah, because he Hergis against right-handers, 186 average in 2007. So
that's good.
Or opponent batting average against, I should say. Yeah, go ahead. Pitch to batter.
Okay. Hergis v. Pollock. Pollock, right field. It's going to fall for a base hit. Leadoff single. The Dodgers just keep coming.
All right.
This is good drama. Mookie Betts. Do you want Fuentes? I mean, he's a better arm than Hergis, and he's warm.
Yeah. What inning are we in?
8th.
Oh, God, yeah. Get Fuentes in, please.
Okay.
Here I am.
And he's ready.
We have all kinds of time.
Yeah, hey, this could be the game here.
I tell you what.
So Fuentes is in.
I have no opportunity to ever manage anything, and I probably have lost all broadcaster credibility as well.
No, you're up 7-5. If anything, Dave Roberts, someone's going to ask him at some point when this airs, and Dave Roberts is going to say, I didn't put Ross Stripling in. What are you talking about? They're going to be like, I was watching last night, Skip. Why'd you do that?
Oh, my gosh, that would be too funny. Okay, here
All
we
right, so
go.
here's Mookie Betts. Double play depth already set up by your defense. Pitching away.
And the reason I'm putting Fuentes in lefty against a righty here is because Betts hit 200 versus left-handed pitching. So this is why.
Yeah, he was not good against Southpaws in 2020. I remember someone asked him about it in the playoff press conferences, and he didn't really have an answer. He just said, it was a short season, but that even is carried over into 2021 as well. So, all right, let's see if that works. Pitching to Mookie Betts with a runner on first. Inside. 3-1 misses. Mookie Betts moves up. 2-on for the Dodgers.
All right. So I'm pitching to the batter.
Lefty, lefty. Okay. Do you want double play depth?
Sure.
Two's better than one. If I was a bench coach, I'd go skip. Two's better than one.
Pitcher's best friend, huh? All right.
Let's see if it happens. Corey's 4 for 4, and hey, law of averages. I mean, he can't connect every time. That's strike 3. That's a big K for Fuentes.
Okay.
And now JT. Double play depth. Pitching to the batter. Bellinger on deck. Ball 4.
All right, we've been here.
Loaded. Yeah, we have.
That's fine.
It's Cody.
It is Cody. I'm gonna keep Fuentes in there all the way through Muncie. We'll see what happens after Cody. But yeah, go ahead. Obviously, pitch to the batter.
And infield's in. Pitching to the batter. Cody Bellinger with the bases loaded. Goes up the middle. And the Dodgers look like they're going to tie up this game again.
They're relentless.
It's just one. Betts is going to go to third, but he's held up. Who's third base coach? Do you know Evil?
Yes.
He says, hold your horses.
That's fast, too. That's interesting.
I know.
Really
Tavares had a great throw in, so it's 7-6.
Okay.
Infield's in for Taylor.
Okay. Pitch.
Fuentes v. Taylor. Taylor, center. Hanging up. Tavares makes the call, makes the catch. Here comes Betts. Flying. And he's in there. We are tied at 7 at Dodger Stadium. Wow.
All right, this is going to be
Turner and Bellinger for Muncie.
This is Fuentes' last batter.
Okay. So we have Corpus ready. So one more for Fuentes. Okay. 2 outs. And that is driven to left and gone. Max Muncy opposite field for 3. This Dodger offense is ridiculous. It's 10-7. Max Muncy muscles up.
Seriously?
Wow.
Really? It's not bad enough he had to go and hit a home run in that situation, but opposite field, really? Thanks.
Think back, a little over an hour ago when we're setting the Dodger lineup and you're like, ugh, we got to put Muncy 6th. Yeah, we do. Worked out. All right, so bottom 8.
Okay.
Now empty. Will Smith. Are we leaving in Fuentes now at this point?
No. Get Corpus in there.
Corpus? Okay. Ryan Fuentes could not hold the Rockies lead, and Manny Corpus is going to take over here in inning number 8. I mean, Fuentes and Corpus were both excellent that year, but they did not have to face the 2020 Los Angeles Dodgers that year either. Clearly. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Corpus. He was a 2.08 ERA. Fuentes was a 3.08, and Fuentes got hurt at one point. let's see, a lat issue, and then Corpus took over and became the closer. Fuentes was good when he came back from the IL, but again, I mean, you're facing a middle of the order hitter every single time against the Dodgers. So here we are, 10-7. Corpus v. Smith, ready to pitch?
Mm-hmm.
All righty, Manny Corpus. Strike three. Side retired. Corpus picks up the K.
Finally. Mercy.
And now we're in the 7 spot, so, I mean, who cares about the bottom of the 9th? We need to get through the top of the 9th here, last chance. So
Okay.
let's hit the bench. Now, the best bat off your bench, ratings-wise, is definitely Mr. Ryan Spilborg's current Rockies broadcaster. Is that the selection to go with?
Nope. I'm going with Iannetta.
Chris Iannetta. 23-year-old Chris Iannetta. Going in for Manny?
Yep.
Here we go. Corpus out, Iannetta in. Just need him to set the table, right? He'll
Right.
take
No,
a walk, he'll take a
I
knock.
just need him to hit up the run here.
Okay, swinging away.
Yes, he's a very patient person too, because he may not have a great average, but he does have a lot of walks, and he's known to have a little power too. So swing away.
Okay, Chris. Manager pressing the button, and he swings and misses
Oh,
on the
come on!
3-2. What is that? Couldn't
I know,
time up the
that's-
fastball from Chicken Strip. It was a glitch.
Ah!
The other
What
catcher,
happens?
Yorbi Torrealba. Do you want Torrealba, or do you want to put in? Because Iannetta is now, could come in the next half inning and be a catcher.
Yeah,
So do you want to put in Spilly?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Because
what happens when you make
Spilly
a
can
motion.
talk, and he's sitting on the bench going, pick me, Alanna.
What happens when you make emotional
All right.
decisions?
So 1 out. Spilly Goat's in the game against Chicken Strip. Ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. And popped up. Chris Taylor with a snag.
I tell you what,
And the Dodgers are 1 out away. It's Jamie Carroll.
unbelievable.
It would be nice if Jamie got on, because then you have, it's not Murderer's Row, but it's pretty good 1 through 5 or 6 even, that we
Yeah.
haven't seen yet in the inning before Iannetta again. So Jamie Carroll,
Yeah, I mean, he was the
What
hero
can
in
you do?
2007, one of the games. So maybe you can do something else here.
we need some clutchness for Alanna Rizzo, Jamie. Spits it on the ground. Justin Turner
Unbelievable.
puts him away.
Unbelievable.
Game over. The Dodgers are
I
the
demand to
champs
speak to the
again.
manager. I demand to speak to the manager. That happens to be
We can
me.
set up a video conference. Doc Roberts
to
can
put
do
myself.
no wrong.
I know. I tell you what, unreal.
Amazing. 10-7. This Dodger team, hey, your squad was off to a great start. It was 5-1, then even 5-2, all the way up to the 7th. Look at this
That's the
8th
problem.
or 7th and 8th.
The Dodgers are
runs.
never out of it. They're never out of it. Unbelievable. I thought for
14
certain I was going to
hits.
bring joy and happiness to the city of Denver. I was going to restore their faith in their team, and I just absolutely failed them. I failed my people. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But you have to look at the bright side. You have a lot of Dodger blue in your blood as well. And Muncy came through knocking in 4. Seager had 4 hits. Will Smith with a huge hit, 3 total. These guys played
Yeah,
good baseball.
I have to tell you that my World Series ring is very, very heavy, and it's very beautiful.
and does Ross Stripling get one? Because he played not in the World Series, but not only did he play in the regular season, But Chicken Strip, even though he gave up the 2 homers, he appeared late for Dave Roberts, who didn't trust Gratterall, Kelly, Trinan.
Gets one, absolutely. Listen, it's a team game, Scott. It's a team game, and he's part of the team. It's takes a village.
It does. Wow, that was every time I do this, I find my heart beating like crazy, and I don't even really have any stakes in the game besides just being obsessed with playing this thing. So, all right, how was your first official video game experience with Mr. Gamer himself?
I have to say, it's a lot more nerve-wracking than I thought it was going to be. Like, there's so much that goes – I forgot half of what you have to think about. There's so much strategy involved, especially in National League games, right, with double switches, although we didn't have to do many of that today. But, I mean, it's a lot to take in, and I have so much more appreciation for people that actually do this under pressure situations when so much is on the line. So this is fun. This is very realistic. But I don't know that my heart can take this often.
It's just one cameo, in, out, have a good day. But woo. And this was, I mean, it's my current life, but also my childhood, where I was broadcasting these games, Alanna. But I also usually was managing, playing, and nervous about what was going on, as I usually was matched up against the computer.
Yeah, well, that means that you're in the right profession because you're doing a really good job in real life. Like, the stuff that you do now actually matters. You're actually talking about real baseball. So you fulfilled your passion, and look at all the work that you got in, all the practice.
Oh, tons of practice, and it's still going. We're doing it now in real life. That's what the big idea was all about. So we appreciate it. Thank you very much for coming on. This was the big idea. Epic guests playing out epic matchups on Out of the Park Baseball 22. Play with the pros, play the ultimate baseball strategy game now. You can get all the greatest from OOTP on your mobile device as well. It's called Out of the Park Go, free on iOS and Android. I see Alanna already going to download it and play it right now to practice for next time. Boom. Alanna, you're the best. Thank you for playing along with me and playing out this epic matchup. I appreciate it,
You're
sis.
welcome. Oh, it's my pleasure. Anything for you.
Out of the Park Baseball 22. Play what the pros play. The world's best baseball strategy game. Whether you're new school or old school, all that matters is winning. Take full control of any current Major League Baseball franchise. Discover and develop elite players, coaches, and scouts. Run your team your way and build a World Series champion. The Infinite Baseball Sandbox. All new for 2021. Stunning new 3D ballparks for every major league team. Or build your own unique, majestic landmark with our dramatically improved ballpark construction kit. A completely remodeled coaching system that connects and impacts your entire organization. All new strategies and management options give you unprecedented control. Plus, dozens of gameplay and performance improvements that make the best even better. And of course, Perfect Team 22. The critically acclaimed online competition roars back this season with more strategies, more content, and a brand new mode, Perfect Draft. Out of the Park Baseball 22, available worldwide on March 26th, 2021.